So anyway guys, and now I see my time is over here is to speak much more English now. I have to go and do my synonyms and antonyms. So I have my laptop over here. I have my laptop, but I have my phone as well. I have my phone over here. I have to do my synonyms and antonyms. I have to go on my account. So every single day I'm learning. I'm learning how to grow myself here. I feel no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to have much more better ways to deal with my life. I'm learning very quickly about life, so I see anyway. So care about your success, guys, and make sure that you're looking for a better way forward and you're learning much more quicker about life. So let's have a look over here. I say government synonym. So government synonyms. I see government is authority. I see authority is law. I see law is ministry. I see ministry is politics. I see politics is power. I see power is rule. I see rule is state. I see state is union. I see over here now. I see union is accord. I see accord is commixture. I see commixture is conciliation. I see conciliation is concord. I see concord is concurrence. I see concurrence is conjuncture. I see juncture is tie-in. I see tie-in is unison. I see tie-in is affiliation. I see affiliation is affinity. I see affinity is alliance. I see alliance is connection. I see connection is interconnection. I see interconnection is interdependence. I see interdependence is linkage. I see linkage is similarity. I see similarity is affinity. I see affinity is closeness. I see closeness is coincidence. I see coincidence is comparison. I see comparison is connection. I see connection is harmony. I see harmony is relationship. I see relationship is resemblance. I see resemblance is affinity. I see affinity is closeness. I see closeness is coincidence. I see coincidence is comparison. I see comparison is kinship. I see kinship is parallel. I see parallel is counterpart. I see counterpart is similitude. I see similitude is a likeness. I see a likeness is a copy. I see copy is likeness. I see likeness is replica. I see replica is representation. I see representation is resemblance. I see resemblance is similarity. I see similarity is simulation. I see simulation is reproduction. I say no to cigarettes. I say reproduction is counterfeit. I see counterfeit is duplicate. I see duplicate is fake. I see fake is image. I see image is likeness. I see likeness is reflection. I see reflection is replica. I see reflection is replica. I see replica is copy. I see replica is clone. I see clone is copy. I see copy is facsimile. I see facsimile is imitation. I see imitation is likeness. I see likeness is miniature. I see miniature is model. I see miniature is model. I see model is reproduction. I see over here miniature is baby. I see baby is midget. I see midget is model. I see model is toy. I see toy is insignificancy. I see insignificancy is pocket addiction. I see insignificancy. I see insignificancy is pocket addition. I see pocket addition is baby. I see baby is midget. I see midget is model. I see model is toy. I see toy is insignificance. I see toy is insignificant. I see insignificancy. I see toy is insignificancy. I see midget is gnome. I see gnome is pygmy. I see pygmy is Lilliputian. I see Lilliputian. I see Lilliputian. I see pygmy is Lilliputian. I see pygmy is Lilliputian. I see Lilliputian is Bantam. I see Bantam is homunculus. I see homunculus is mannequin. I see mannequin is midget, see mannequin is midge, I see midge is runt. I see homunculus, I see homunculus, I see homunculus is gnome, I see gnome is pygmy, I see pygmy is Lilliputian, I see Lilliputian is bantam, I see bantam is mannequin, I see mannequin is midge, I see midge is run, I see run is homuncule. I see mannequin is doll, I see doll is dummy, I see dummy is figure, I see figure is mannequin, I see mannequin is marionette. I see marionette is doll, I see doll is dummy, I see dummy is figurine, I see figurine is mannequin, I see mannequin is moppet, I see moppet is fantasini, I see fantasini is doll, I see doll is dummy, I see dummy is figurine, I see figurine is mannequin, I see mannequin is moppet, I see figurine is doll, I see doll is dummy, I see dummy is mannequin, I see mannequin is moppet, I see moppet is fantasini, I see dummy is counterfeit, I see counterfeit is duplicate, I see duplicate is figure, I see figure is form, I see form is imitation, I see imitation is ringer, I see ringer is sub, I see sub is substitute. I see substitute. I see substitute is backup, I see backup is replacement, I see replacement is surrogate, I see surrogate is alternate, I see alternate is deputy, I see deputy is expediency, I see expediency is proxy, I see proxy is visar, I see proxy is intermediary, I see intermediary is surrogate, I see surrogate is alternate, I see alternate is ambassador, I see ambassador is attorney, I see attorney is deputy, I see deputy is emissary, I see emissary is envoy. I see emissary is envoy, I see envoy is go-between, I see go-between is intermediary, I see intermediary is messenger, I see messenger is ambassador, I see ambassador is bearer, I see bearer is courier, I see courier is spy. I see intermediary is broker, I see broker is emissary, I see emissary is go-between, I see go-between is mediator, I see mediator is negotiator, I see negotiator is entrepreneur, I see entrepreneur is medium, I see medium is organ. I see entrepreneur is administrator, I see administrator is contractor, I see contractor is executive, I see executive is manager, I see manager is producer, I see producer is backer, I see backer is founder, I see founder is undertaker. I see over here, I see executive is administration, I see administration is administrator, I see administrator is boss, I see boss is government, I see government is management, I see management is manager, I see manager is official, I see official is supervisor. I see over here, I see official is administrator, I see administrator is agent, I see agent is bureaucrat, I see bureaucrat is civil servant, I see bureaucrat is administrator, I see bureaucrat is executive and representative, I see commissioner is executive, I see executive is minister, I see minister is representative, I see civil servant is representative, I see civil servant is public servant, I see public servant is executive, I see executive is government worker, I see public servant is government worker, I see government worker is public employee, I see public employee is public official. I see public official is endorser, I see endorser is recorder, I see endorser is recorder, I see recorder is registrar, I see recorder is registrar, I see registrar is scrivener, I see scrivener is signatory, I see signatory is witness, I see witness is certifier, I see certifier is commissioner for oaths. I see commissioner for oaths is endorser, I see commissioner for oaths is endorser, I see endorser is recorder, I see recorder is registrar, I see registrar is scrivener, I see scrivener is signatory. See signatory is witness. I see witness is certifier. See certifier is court clerk. I see court clerk is endorser. I see endorser is recorder. See recorder is registrar. See registrar is scrivener. See scrivener is signatory. See signatory is scrivener. See signatory is witness. I see witness is certifier. See certifier is commissioner for oaths. So anyway guys, so that's me learning much more synonyms and antonyms. And the more you learn synonyms and antonyms, the better you are in terms of what you're doing. So anyway, I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to improve myself over here. And I'm learning very quickly about loving my life. And that's how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to do life. So I say no to cigarettes. So every single day I'm learning very quickly about life, yeah? So every single day I'm learning how to actually grow myself in the best kind of way forward. So I'm learning very quickly about life, and I'm learning how to actually help myself grow. So what I want to do is I want to help myself to move forward. I want to help myself to understand something that I feel that no matter what, I feel that I'm doing much better. And I'm learning very quickly about life. So it's much more how I feel that I have the handle on life over here. I have a better handle on life. And I'm learning very quickly about understanding that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about how I do business. But cigarettes take away my business, and I'm understanding that I'm learning how to understand straight away that no matter what, I'm never addicted to cigarettes. And I'm learning very quickly I can quit at any time. And I understand straight away that I never quit in life. I quit cigarettes although. And I'm a non-smoker, and that's how I feel. So every single day I'm learning how to quickly just expose my true worth and my true self. And I'm learning how to actually understand something that I'm learning very quickly that I'm talking all day long. And since I'm talking all day long, I'm learning very quickly about how to go through life much more listening to my own music over here. And I'm learning how to have that nice and beautiful time with myself. Well, since I'm actually understanding something that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to actually I'm learning how to love my life differently. So I'm understanding straight away that I'm helping myself improve. And that's how I feel. So how I feel is I feel much more different. So it's much more how I need to grow. And since I grow, I'm growing myself anyway. I'm growing myself in the best kind of way. So it's much more how I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly how to love life. I love my life differently. It's more how I feel. So I'm learning how to actually grow myself. And that's what you guys must be doing. So you must be learning how to grow. So anyway, so I'm learning over here how to do a great job for myself. I'm learning how to help myself to exceed expectations. So I'm learning how to actually grow myself in the process of life. So all I can do now is ask Jesus Christ, what's my next steps? I see Jesus Christ says, make an oath to never smoke cigarettes again. I make an oath right now to never smoke cigarettes again. I see Jesus Christ says, that's one. And Jesus Christ says, time to improve myself through growing myself through different reading strategies. And I'm learning how to grow myself through reading something now also. And I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. So I ask Jesus Christ, what's more important, living my voice in the world or reading? I see Jesus Christ says living my voice in the world is much better. Because you finally understand straight away what you're doing in life. And I understand straight away that I'm looking for the freeway. And I'm understanding straight away that personal development is a long road, and it's a long road of personal development. And I understand that cigarettes take away all the personal development from you. I promise you, and it takes away your confidence as well. So you must understand straight away that no matter what, that nobody wants to listen to a smoker about personal development. I mean, you understand? So it's much more how I came a long way. I came a long way since 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm understanding that. I'm understanding straight away that I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm helping myself to improve anyway, and I'm learning very quickly as I improve myself. I'm helping myself to love my life, and since I'm actually improving myself, anyway, I'm learning very quickly about life over here. I'm learning to dwell upon my life much greater. So that's what I feel. And I feel much more different and alive. But no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to understand straight away that no matter what, I never need that life. Whereas what I need is a better life than that. I need a better life. I need a better life than smoking cigarettes and watching TV while smoking cigarettes. I need a better life than smoking cigarettes while listening to my music. I say yes, I do. I see straight away it's much more how I feel. I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to improve myself. And I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to understand much more. But life goes different ways, and you must understand straight away how you have to grow yourself. You have to understand straight away how to love your life. And it's more how it is. It's much more how I'm always learning. I'm always learning about different ways of improving myself, yeah? So I've invested so much money and my time into music production that I need to start growing my music production as well. So I find myself over here with life coaching much more because I see myself over here doing much better in business side of things. And I need to understand straight away how to grow myself differently. So it's a challenge. I see it's a challenge for me. So I see it anyway. So I feel that no matter what, that worst comes to worst, I've become single all the way through. Apparently, the worst thing that can happen to me is be single all the way through my life. Apparently, that's the worst thing. Apparently, now, is that the worst thing really? Apparently, it's one of the worst things in the world. I mean, why is that? Apparently, well, I want to have kids. And I want to have myself a great time for myself. So I want to have kids for myself with a wife. And I find that having a nice and beautiful time with myself is a way forward, and I'm learning very quickly about life over here. So I see it's raining outside. I'm learning very quickly about life over here. I'm learning to see that it's raining outside, so I'm helping myself to grow. I'm helping myself to understand something that I'm doing 5 years on 9 to 5 jobs right now. For now, I'm understanding straight away that I'm doing 5 years of the 9 to 5 jobs, but people who are working 9 to 5 jobs are doing much better than me with money. And I'm learning very quickly about life. But a little bit that way for now, because I understand straight away that life happens. And I'm learning very quickly about how I go and grow myself differently, and I'm learning every time for myself over here how time is moving quickly and time moves fast. And I'm learning very quickly how to understand something that I'm learning very quickly about life. So it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, it's more how I need to understand to never quickly go reach for a cigarette. I never need a cigarette. I never need to quickly reach for a cigarette either. I never need to never speak words to grab a cigarette. And it's much more how I understand straight away. I'm becoming more aware about life. And that's how I feel. So no matter what I'm doing is I'm trying to give the most ideas as I can. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to improve. So it's much more how it is. I feel no matter what that I'm learning very quickly about how I enjoy myself over here without cigarettes as well. And I never need cigarettes, I never enjoy cigarettes. And it's much more how I feel. I feel no matter what that I never want to play with my health over here. So I'm the same way how I'm learning very quickly about life. And I'll help myself improve myself. I'm learning very quickly about how to grow myself differently. I'll help myself to understand something about love and laughter, and I'm looking for better ways to deal with my life. And I'll help myself to understand something that life is on everybody's side. I'm learning how I'm helping myself over here. I feel I make a better decision over here. And I'm understanding how much of a better decision I made than working a 9 to 5 job. And I learned how to quickly understand something that I need to go and grow myself, yeah? I need to grow myself, and I need to help myself to deliver content, so I need to help myself to call up Sylvia in terms of Olivia to ask her some questions about what's happening, and to also run it by the doctor, to run my way through the doctor as well, in terms of to run my way through the doctor to see exactly to make some kids in this lifetime. So eventually I want to be able to get off the medication. So at the moment he said at the moment that there is a chance for me to get off the medication totally, and I'm learning very quickly. I'm learning very quickly about life, so I'm learning very quickly about helping myself. So it's much more how I feel, so it's much more how I need to help myself grow. I feel my Twinkletopic track is really doing good, but I feel that I need to care more about it. I need to care more about what I do, and I need to actually start really talking much more empathy into myself over here. And I feel how people have dogged me in terms of life, and I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly how to make different acapellas of my life, and I'm learning how to make different acapellas while also promoting those acapellas in different formats in my music production. And I feel that no matter what, how I need to lay off the 9 to 5 jobs for more period of time to do what I need to do to grow myself. And I'm learning how to understand that, yes, I feel that no matter what, I'm learning to grow myself differently. So I'm learning how I enjoy myself differently. So I'm learning how no matter what, I never need to smoke cigarettes and watch the television. And I'm essentially way that I'm learning very quickly how I never need to copy my dad and what he does in front of the television with a cigarette. I see straight away how I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to grow up on life. So it's much more how I feel. I feel that nice and beautiful feeling of my life. I'm learning how to understand something about helping myself to learn much more. And I'm learning much more quickly, so I need more discipline. And I'm learning how to understand something about life, how I'm just growing myself anyway, and how I need to understand something about love and life to deliver content. So I deliver content in different ways, so it's much more how I feel. I feel much more different, and I feel the psychology over here. I understand straight away that the psychology is with me over here. I need to understand that my breathing is much more important than cigarettes. And I'm learning how to understand that I never need a break. I never need a break. I'm learning how to understand something. I'm learning how cigarettes are getting addictive. And I'm understanding that cigarettes are never getting addictive for me. I never needed cigarettes, and I never need to smoke cigarettes in my life. So I'm understanding straight away that I'm learning very quickly about helping myself grow. So what I need to do is brand myself differently, and I need to help myself to understand something about life for myself. So I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to go upon a life much greater. And I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to understand something and help myself grow. And that's it. As long as I help myself grow, I help myself learn much more life expectancies, and I'm learning that nice and beautiful way. I'm learning that nice and beautiful way. That's it anyway, I'm learning that quickly. I'm learning that nice and beautiful. I see anyway, so it's much more how I feel, and it's nice and beautiful, and see, it's much more how you just show all the sounds, and it's much more how it sounds much greater, and you have to understand show how you need to grow yourself differently. So it's much more how you need to grow yourself differently. So it's more how you have to grow, and as you grow, you learn. So anyway, so as I grow myself, I'm looking for better ways to deal with my life, and it's much more. So it's much more how I feel, and that's it. I feel no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about helping myself understand something around life, and I'm learning very quickly about life. I see anyway that the more I succeed, the more I'm better, and the more I recognize myself. So it's more how I feel. So I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning how to understand something, that I'm learning how to actually do a greater job for myself, and I'm doing much better than that. And I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm facing a decision here to get away from cigarettes, and that's it. That's all it is. And I'm learning how to understand straight away that no matter what, that it's much more how it's just thoughts. I mean, thoughts that provoke cigarette smoking. So, and I'm understanding straight away that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to actually help myself to succeed. So it's much more how I feel, and how I feel is much more different. And I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to love life differently, and I'm learning very quickly about opening up to myself to do a greater job for myself. So what I'm doing over here is I'm learning how to grow myself in different ways, and I'm helping myself to learn how to do a greater job, to never spark up anything, but to just grow myself differently and love my life. See, so guys, I just had 2 cigarettes for today, and I had 3 cigarettes today already. So it's been 6 hours since I woke up, and I see it's been 5 hours since I woke up and I had 3 cigarettes. So I'm understanding straight away that my heart over here says something, and I'm learning how my neighbor also says to me, never smoke cigarettes. I never need cigarettes, guys. I'm just experimenting. I'm understanding something now. Now I'm learning very quickly about life, and I'm learning how to help myself to grow myself. So what I'm actually doing now, I realize what I'm actually doing in life is a new sequence of life techniques. I'm looking at being a life coach again and again. I'm understanding straight away that my life coaching is doing something different, and I'm learning how to actually help myself to understand something about life. Where I'm understanding straight away that I'm not addicted to cigarettes, but the nicotine is going to be, let's say, withdrawal of nicotine in terms of life, and I'm learning how to persuade myself to talk it up much better. I'm understanding straight away to say no to cigarettes as much as I can, because it starts off one by one by one by one by one, and then the more you have cigarettes, the more you need cigarettes to survive and to live life. So I'm understanding straight away I never need cigarettes. And then from the cigarettes, you must understand straight away that I never feel like coffee or anything. I never feel like alcohol at all. But cigarettes is even worse. And you must understand straight away that cigarettes is a slow death. And I'm learning very quickly about life. So I asked Jesus Christ what to do now. Jesus Christ says for me to understand that Jesus Christ gives me silence over here. Jesus Christ gives me silence, and I'm understanding straight away I'm following Jesus Christ as much as I can, but I'm learning how to help myself to develop a strong capacity for success. So what I want to do is I want to message some people. I want to message someone, and I want to ask how they are. And I'm learning very quickly about learning. I'm learning to overcome my demons. I'm learning to persuade myself to do better. And I'm looking to grow my YouTube channel. I feel I'm doing a great life story for myself. I just say, how you doing, bro? I'm learning how to grow myself in my techniques over here, to see straight away that I'm learning. So what are you doing? So what are you? I'm just asking this question to somebody. I said, what are you doing these days for leadership? I'm learning how to actually grow myself. I'm looking to help myself grow. So what are you doing? So what are you doing, bro? So what are you doing these days? So what are you doing these days, bro? I'm just asking some questions over here to somebody. So I'm learning very quickly about life. And I help myself to go and work for myself over here. And help myself to love life. So I realize what I need to be doing is helping myself to grow myself. So I need to go and get my laptop, and I need to start reading entrepreneurship. I need to start reading from Lewis Howes some business techniques and business mindset type of stuff. So I'm learning very quickly about life over here. I'm learning how to help myself grow, and help myself to understand something. So it's much more how I feel. I feel that I'm not dead. I'm still looking for a greater time for myself, but help myself to love life. So it's much more how I feel. That my life is different, and I'm looking for a better way of life for myself. So what I need to be doing is strategizing with Lewis Howes right now, and I need to go to my Gmail account. So Gmail, and since I go to my Gmail account, I need to go and I need to breathe better. I need to learn how to breathe better, because as soon as you take away your breathing from your life, then it's much more difficult for you to succeed. So I'm learning very quickly to just learn how to grow myself in different ways. So I'm learning how to persuade myself to do better for myself. And that's how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I see successful people, I'm understanding they're much more successful than me. So I'm understanding to just go and really, really learn whatever I can. So I'm understanding that they're successful they're more successful than me in some other ways of life. And that's why I'm actually learning how to persuade myself to
Day 5.
grow.
And going to type in.
So anyway, guys, So guys, you also understand. So guys, I want to help myself. I want to help myself to explain over here. As I'm reading over here with Joel Osteen, I'm picking up some new ideas about loneliness and about being alone and stuff like that. I'm understanding straight away. You must understand straight away that as I grow myself, I'm looking for better ways to improve myself. But it's more about talking than it is about consuming content. And now, if you consume content, then consume content here and there for about 10 minutes, and then start talking again with words for about an hour. And realize every single day that for myself, with this nice and beautiful audio programs, I'm going to be uploading it online, and I'm going to be starting something new for myself, so I'll do a better job. So what I want to do is elaborate for myself every single day of my life. I want to be able to talk to you guys differently. I want to be able to explain myself differently, and I want to make sure I'm doing a greater job. So I just ate noodles. I just made sure that I done some nice and beautiful work for myself. So what I'm doing now is I'm just walking around in my house over here, which is my words, and I'm just working and loving life. I'm loving life because I feel that I have a nice and beautiful dictionary of words over here to be able to explain myself. So what I want to do now is just make sure that no matter what, that you guys are safe and you guys have everything that you need every single day. And I'm making sure that no matter what, that I upload everything that's in my in terms of I upload everything that's in terms of my life over here. That's in terms of my phone over here. That I upload everything that's in my phone into Mega Drive from all phones and all laptops. So I'm making sure that I do my nice and beautiful job much more clearly, and I make sure I'm having a nice and beautiful usual time with myself, loving life. So what I want to do is help myself to explain that there is a nice and beautiful time coming where I can do some words over here. I can make sure that no matter what, that as I do words, I'm looking for better ways to improve. I ask Jesus Christ what to do. I mean, Jesus Christ says, show them the way with words. I see now, I understand straight away that no matter what, that my life over here is planning myself. I'm planning myself to go to Germany. I understand straight away that I'm leaving a great deal of knowledge behind here in Australia, and I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about understanding that God has a plan in my life. And now God is always planning my life and always fighting my battles for me. And I have to understand straight away that's the faith I have in Jesus Christ always. And God's always showing up in my life everywhere. And I understand that God's always doing a job for me, and I understand I never have to do the work for anything else other than the word I. And Jesus Christ always understands that I love Jesus Christ. I understand every single day that it's much more how I feel, that no matter what, that Jesus Christ is saying for you guys to be able to go and do God's work as well. And you must understand that no matter what, that you are delivering content, and as you deliver content, and as you deliver content, you shall grow, and you shall reap rewards, and you shall understand straight away how to feel your way throughout life. But you have to be able to speak those words out much more, so you can clearly be able to understand what you're saying. So what I'm saying over here is I'm saying that there is plenty of time and space and nice and beautiful vigor for me to go and do my life much greater, and I'm making sure that no matter what, I have more enough time and success to succeed differently every single day now, because I'm focusing on a greater way of life for myself, and I'm focusing on making sure that I have much more intent to make sure that my life is nice and beautiful for myself. So what I do is a better way of life. I make sure that no matter what, I have much more success than other people, and I'm making sure I have much more to help myself with, while also making sure that no matter what, that my life is more than enough success every single day to thrive upon helping myself to deliver information. So as I deliver information, I'm looking for ways of improvement, looking for ways to talk in front of people, looking for ways to do my life much more differently, and I'm making sure that no matter what, that I get myself into the best crowd, and I'm making sure that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for a better way of improvement. So no matter what I do, I'm making sure that I'm lifting myself in the process of what I do. So I feel that no matter what, that it's much more how I feel. It's better that I'd be alone than going with other people. And I feel that no matter what, that's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, if you understand straight away how to feel life and how to do life much greater, that there's always a way to improve yourself through life, and there's always a way to make sure that you love life much greater than other people. And no matter what, just love everything in the equal attempt. But make sure you understand straight away that no matter what I'm doing, I'm ready to go and sleep. I'm ready to sleep now. I'm ready to understand straight away that I have to go and dwell upon helping myself to deliver information. But it's much more how I feel that no matter what, that tonight is a nice and beautiful time to go sleep now. And no matter what, I have to wake up in the morning. And what time do I wake up in the morning? I promise you not. I promise you everything's nice and beautiful. I can wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and now it's already 8 o'clock. Now it's already 9 o'clock in terms of the evening, and I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to deliver information. So what I want to do is just read now. I want to read, and I want to help myself. I want to help myself to dwell upon information much quicker, and that's it. Guess what? I just upload this content online and just let it be. See, guys, we live in a world where everybody wants to be important. And you have to understand straight away how I feel. I feel I need to be important too. The thing is now, more than ever, we have definitely an opportunity to be able to live life differently and to make sure that we're someone much more important in our daily life, always, to make sure that we're living life to the fullest. So if you're living life to the fullest, guys, then make sure that you're learning the art you're learning the art of persuasion to copy people and what they say in a way that you mimic everything in life in different ways. And you're learning the key orchestration about that. You're learning how to grow yourself differently, and you're making sure that you can learn how to grow yourself. But every single day, learn how to make sure that no matter what, that since my actual day is consuming itself with words, I'm actually understanding something. That today is a Sunday, so I have a bit more time until I do my Centrelink reporting. And what I want to do is just my life. I just want to do my life much greater. And when I go into the bath, I want to have a bath. And now if I have a bath, I actually want to go and dwell upon my life much greater, to hold on for a bit and just let it be for a bit, and just let my nice beautiful ways of life go into beautiful ways where I'm actually learning something about life, that I can go and read a book, and I can go and copy some stuff over here to make sure that no matter what, I can read my book, and I can have my headphones on, and I can also have my headphones on while in the bathtub, and just while in the bathtub I can go and focus upon my life to succeed differently. So it's much more how I'm fortunate enough to be able to have a bath for myself, because I understand many people are in prison today and they have never a chance to have a bath for themselves because they've done something that went against the law. And guess what? Actually, it's much more how I feel that I've done something that went against the law as well. But because I've understood that, I've actually done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong that the Ten Commandments says so. So I've stood tall on my Ten Commandments. I understand straight away that I feel in the Ten Commandments of God as well. But guess what? Actually, it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, you guys have to understand straight away that if you do something illegal, then just say it. Just say it. I've done something illegal. I've been taking drugs before, illegally. Taking drugs. And I was never selling drugs, but I was taking it. And I was also selling drugs in a way of giving it to other people, but never selling it for money. And that's how I see life. I see life differently, guys. I make sure, anyway, that life is nice and beautiful and that life is going ahead of the game. And I'm enjoying my life differently, and I'm learning how to copy and mimic people. So I'm mimicking life. So life is telling me, hey, where are you? I mean, life is asking me, where am I? I mean, in a sense, so I'm learning how to quickly abolish people in my life, and I'm learning to get away from people, because if you're with more people, unfortunately, they want you to become them. Unfortunately, they want you to become the crowd. So guess what? I mean, mimic everything. I mean, copy everything. I mean, in that sense, so if you understand straight away how you feel, and you have to understand how to grow yourself. So I'm understanding how I'm learning something. So anyway, so as I mimic people, I see it's more how to mimic people, it's more how you have to talk to them, and you have to just do something in front of them, and it's more how you have to understand straight away. It's much more how it is. So I'm learning how to grow myself differently. I'm learning to have a shower, I'm learning to have a nice beautiful bath now, and I'll never be that way. I'm learning how to grow myself in the best way forward. And since I'm actually growing myself differently, I'm understanding now that I never need to let's say get my dad's car, but I'm curious to understand how to do my nice and beautiful shopping online, and I'm curious to understand how to actually do that for myself. So I'm learning the different arts of persuasion, learning how to do everything differently, and I can go and do my life in a better way forward. So I just did turn off the portable speaker, so I can go in my nice and beautiful tub of water over here and have a shower, have a bath for myself. So let's have a look over here. See, so what I'm doing now, guys, is I'm just helping myself to perform much greater. So I'm looking to see at the Woolworths website over here what I can do to log in and sign up. How to log in with my beautiful way of life over here. I have to sign up with my full name and password and my account over here with Woolworths. And give my preferring contact number 0404, so 0401 041 944. Give my last name, I'll put in my password details, say 28 of the 5th 1992. Say delivery, say 6 Trevana Street, Busby. Say yes. Say yes. Say sign up, so it's much more how I feel. So I already exist, so let's have a look. See, so what I'm doing over here is I'm just looking to help myself to log in with my already logged in attempt over here. I'm learning to help myself to get into the equation with the nice and beautiful way of life over here. So what I do is I'm sending myself an email to account for Woolworths, so I can straight away see that Woolworths is working out for me. So I'll let it be that way. I'm just looking for better ways of dealing with life, guys. I see I'll reset my password, and I'll reset my password to do better. I'll just go and type in my password. I'll make sure that no matter what, that my passwords are matching. See, so make sure that you're going a bit slower with the keys of transporting your way throughout life via your nice and beautiful contact details, and just make sure that you're logging in and signing up to your nice and beautiful forefront of your life, which is helping yourself to go into the nice and beautiful cart and checking out what you need and what you never need. So just make sure that you review all your items, please, and just check out what you need to do. See, so what I'm actually doing over here is I'm actually going and seeing soy milk, for example, and I want to order soy milk, for example. I want to add to the cart, and I'm understanding straight away how I'm doing it quickly. And since I'm actually doing it quickly, I'm learning very quickly about what's in my cart. And now I want to get juice. So juice. See, so juice is something different. I see get orange juice. Orange juice. See, there's different cartons of juice I can get. See, so I'm learning something different for what I'm doing. I see now just that, and what else? Actually, that's it. Actually, that's all I need for now. And I just go and view cart and check out. I see now the total order. I see delivery free. I see delivery is $15 per delivery. I see per delivery. See now, that's why I'm understanding straight away how I feel. Life. I feel life is different, huh? I feel that no matter what, I have to go with my dad's car. For now. I realize it's much more affordable for me to go with my dad's car for now, with the nice and beautiful way of life with the dad's car for now. See, it's $15 per delivery, so $22 a day. See, $22 a day. See, per delivery. See, it's much more how I can afford it, but I just go and do my life much more differently. And I just go in with the nice and beautiful life line of my life over here, and I'll go and deliver content, because with $15 I can get myself extra for 1 day food, and I can do that. I realize now what I want to do is I want to make myself something to eat. But what do I eat? I realize now, I realize something. I realize this is gone. I never want to eat this anymore. I never want to eat the actual Lebanese bread anymore, because it's gone out of date. I see now what I want to do is let it be. I see for myself now, I want to mimic myself to eat something. But what do I eat? I just let it be. I'm never that hungry. I'm never even that hungry. I understand straight away something. It's much more better anyway to delay food and drink. So what I want to do is help myself to deliver information. So since I'm actually understanding something, I still borrow my dad's car just to go to the store. But if I move to Q Space Hotel, obviously then I never need to borrow his car anymore. Then I'm totally independent. I'm living on my own if I live in Q Space Hotel. I understand that. And I'm a little bit that way. But for now, I'm saving money over here. I'm living for free and I'm a little bit that way. So what I want to do is help myself to deliver information. So a little bit that way. I feel that no matter what, you guys are experiencing much more of my life over here. And I'm learning. I'm learning how to go and do my greater way of life. So I'm learning how to do my life much more, and what I want to do is help myself to deliver content. And I realized something. I realized it's much more how I feel, that no matter what I do, that I'm learning quickly about life, and I'm learning how I have popularity amongst the crowd, and exactly how I feel is how I understand straight away in my life. My life is different, but I'm different for how I feel, that I'm learning very quickly about my life, and I'm making my name for myself in the crowd, and I'm learning very quickly about what I need to do to succeed. But it's much more how I feel. I feel that I'm very different comparing it to other people, and I'm a little bit that way. So what I do now is I help myself to mimic people. I go and really study upon helping myself do much more content regardless of the situation, and I help myself to elaborate much more about everything, so it works out for me. So for example, now for myself, I now understand something, that no matter what I do now, that I'm just for free. I'm free living now. I'm free living. I'm free. I'm just like that little kid who said, "Hey, why is the world having such a hard time?" I realize now I have no hard time in my life. I have no hard time in my life at all, because I'm going the single way, I'm going the free way. And a little bit that way for now. And then eventually I improve myself so much with my words that I'm making money very easily. And I understand straight away how to do so. I understand straight away how I need to go and grow myself regardless of the situation. So what I want to do is put time into words, and that way I'm learning very quickly about my situation. So what I do now is figure out a better way for myself to learn and grow, and I'm learning very quickly about love and interest. I'm learning about how to grow myself today, especially. I'm learning how to have my nice and beautiful way of life in a way of words. And that's how I feel. I feel different. I feel I understand life much greater. I feel I understand my life to the point of how I need to go and do greater. So I live a bit that way. I'm actually understanding my life is improving. I see my life is improving a lot. But I'm understanding anyway how other people have free accommodation also, and how they are saving up their money for their wedding, or if they're going to have a wedding, and a little bit that way. I move up, and I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about how to go and do my life much greater in life. So what I do now is help myself to do words of encouragement, and I help myself to do that nice and beautiful aspect of life differently, and I help myself to enjoy. So I'm enjoying my life differently. I'm enjoying the better way of life. I'm enjoying that nice and beautiful feeling of love and interest, and I'm making sure that no matter what, I learn something along the way. I'm the best man in my life. I'm the best man in my life, and that's it. I need to understand Jesus Christ is up there too in my life, and I understand it as equally as important, and I understand that. So I'm learning how to grow myself. I ask Jesus Christ what to do now. I see Jesus Christ says, just do what you need to do. I see now it's much more how I feel. I never hate you, I only love you and everything, and I only love myself more enough to have success daily. So I'm learning very quickly about love and interest. And I'm learning how to do greater and greater. I'm learning how to actually love my life differently. So what I want to do is help myself to elaborate much more about life, and I want to help myself to deliver information. So it's much more how I feel that life is different for me, and life is different for me because I'm having a better time with my life right now than ever before, and I'm studying about life. I'm studying about what I need to do. So I'm understanding straight away that I want to help myself to learn and grow, and I'm learning and growing, and I'm also persuading myself to do as I need to do and to do greater than before. And I'm learning very quickly about life. But I save $15 a day. I save $15 a day, and a little bit that way. See, $15 a day. Say 15 times 365. I say times 71. I saved $388,000 over my lifetime and more, just by going with my dad's car to the shops. So $388,000, 725. I save via going with dad's car. See, now that's how I feel, and no matter what, I'm learning quickly how I have free time now, and I have 6 years. I have 6 years free time, and a little bit that way. I have 6 years. I have 6 years. I have free time. I have free time 6 years, and a little bit that way. I'm learning very quickly about my life, so it's much more how I feel. And no matter what, that my life is different, and I'm learning very quickly about how to deliver content, and that's it. Actually, now what do I need to do? I need to make sure I'm learning very quickly about how to afford a situation, and about my life, and how to have everything I ever need to be successful. I see money gets complicational when you make it complicational. I mean, you have to understand that. I feel that no matter what, that since I'm actually growing myself differently, I'm looking at different areas of improvement. I'm looking to better my life, and I look to help myself to deliver information now, and to also just read and help myself to improve. So what I want to do is I want to help myself to go and cook something. I'll go and cook something, but I feel like what? I feel like spaghetti. See some spaghetti. But do I really feel like spaghetti? I say yeah. I see spaghetti. I'm gonna make some spaghetti. and I put some spaghetti in. And what else do I need? I see it's more how I feel. I feel different. I feel spaghetti at the moment, and I feel that no matter what, it's more how I feel. That nice and beautiful time. I feel anyway. I have some spaghetti, and I'm learning how to grow myself. So I want to help myself to be silent a bit and grow myself and read something.